Scenario analysis. This is a great tool also. This is from a project that I did with a team at Thunderbird. Basically, for this one, I'll explain through an example. I think that would highlight this better. What it says is that, okay, pick two different variables that will have a significant impact on the outcome, irrespective of each other. Create scenarios based on the 50-50 likelihood of the variables. So you have to pick things that have about a 50-50 shot of happening. This case was a business school enrollment scenario. A business school was considering exploration into two different countries. This one is the one for Japan. What were the variables? Okay, the variables were that we were considering that the economic situation in Japan was stagnant. Was the country going to return to economic growth, or was there going to be a faltering Japanese regional and global economy that would impact the business? We figured that was about a 50-50 shot either way. And then what about demand for the school? Was there going to be a high demand, or was there going to be a low demand for that school? That also we figured was about a 50-50, without getting into too much detail about the case. So, okay, so you have return to economic growth and high demand. That would be the best case scenario. That what we call the rising sun. If there was low demand and return to economic growth, we call it the last samurai. And the idea is to come up with clever names for this to really get you to build the scenario and to think about it and to harness the power of that scenario. Low demand and faltering economy, black rain. That's what we don't want. We want to try to avoid that. That's what's going to cost us the most money. High demand but faltering economy. We call that the setting sun. So I mean, it's just an idea. It's a way that you can start to focus on different. What could happen if this happens? What could happen if that happens? This is a way that you can kind of put all those variables into neatly kept little boxes, and you can think about it more completely. It's a great tool. Okay, strategic alliances. This is another way that you could get involved in global business, is to find someone to partner up with. What are the advantages of strategic alliances? They reduce R&D costs. So when you work with a partner, you guys can share up on research and development. Maybe your partner has a lab that you can utilize the tools there. They can be long-term agreements, or they can be short contracts. That's an advantage. If you just want to partner up for a particular deal, that's great. If it's long-term cost savings, there's another great opportunity there. Build up economies of scale, and they create more diversity. Again, with the diversity, that really helps companies that want to start to expand, into a global network. By being able to view the situation from another set of eyes, it really helps. The disadvantages: they give competitors easy market entry opportunities. Technologies are easy to copy. So you go in a partnership with another company, you fund them, they have that technology then. Okay, so it creates an avenue where certain areas of the business can be exploited, and you could lose market share. Also, a major disadvantage: strategic alliances have a high risk of venture failure, maybe 2/3. It's significant. So you need to really analyze who you're doing business with. The market obviously would have a major impact on that. If you have any experience in this new market, or what you want to do to try and grow there and succeed there. Negotiation preparation. This kind of goes along with the strategic alliances. Figure out where you stand in the negotiation is very important. The direct actors, so you're the home team. The opposition actors, who's the other team? Who are you playing against? Indirect actors would be who's on the sidelines, who's viewing, who are the coaches. The interested observers, all the fans. Outside elements that are interested in the negotiation. Maybe the purchasers of your product, they would be outside elements. So there's a lot that goes into a global atmosphere. Going into a new market is a scary thing, but you can really mitigate your risk if you take certain steps to start to think globally. The diversity is very important. You know, looking at all your options before you leap into the new market. How do you assess your risk? What would you like to see happen in your new market? And well, obviously success, but you know, how do you define success? What are you looking for in your global venture? What are you looking for in your first market entry, or your third market entry, or your eighth market entry? Are you looking to kind of do everything all at once? Make or buy scenarios. There's all different kinds of things that you need to take in consideration when you go on a global venture. If you take your time and you assess it all properly, there's no reason why you can't succeed on your first market entry. If it was full of people who failed on the first entry, maybe global business wouldn't be as popular as it is today. But then again, there's something that goes to say that the perseverance with global business is also a necessity. You need to stick it out, even if you're having a difficult time in your first market entry. By being able to harness what you learn and put that into the next one, eventually you'll come out on top, and you'll start to realize that, you know, it's a smaller world these days. You have to be global. You have to be able to think global. You have to be able to act with you know, with not only, you know, defending yourself against outside market entrants, but also looking for opportunities, ways that you can, you know, create value abroad, and how you can harness that and grow with that. So with that,